Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're all fine and great. So from today we are gonna cover CSS advanced topics because we covered all very basics in previous videos of our CSS playlist. So if you are new here and you want to learn web development, then you can simply access playlist to start the course. And if you get any problem regarding to these tutorials, then you can ask me in the comment box. I will surely answer you. So don't worry. So today we are gonna learn about border radius. So first of all, let me take some initial steps as usual, as we are doing in our each and every video. So if you are a real beginner, so first of all I'm going to make a folder here and name it as like border radius. Now I know you can say that what is the heck border radius is, or what is meant by border radius. Why are you just so exciting about border radius? Because border radius can provide you many more functionalities, and I think so we covered the border radius property in our image gallery, but here we will cover it with some very deep knowledge. We will cover each and every concept of border radius. So that's why this video will be very important in our CSS lecture or tutorial, or whatever you want to say it as. And you are my family, and I just teach you like a family. So I hope you will support me. So first of all, I'm going to make a file here, name as index.html, and another file with the name of style.css. So these two files we are making in each and every video. So now here I'm going to use my Ahmad extension or Ahmad abbreviation, whatever you want to say it as. So with the help of this we can create a boilerplate. So this is our very basic boilerplate, that is our HTML boilerplate, and it gives us a lot of functionality. This Ahmad extension actually gives us a lot of functionality about suggestions, and you can say it as it is the best code editor, and the Ahmad extension here is working very well. Now what is the meaning of border radius? Actually it's the radius of our borders. So why we use it? We use it to make our corners in the rounded form, or we use it to making a smooth and rounded corners of your any element, like image, like div, like background image, like whatever you want to say it as. So we actually use it to make our site look smooth, okay, effect smoothly. Okay, so let me give you an example here. Let's suppose if you have a div with a class of id, with a class of, let's suppose, a box. And one more thing that I want to is I have to link my CSS file. So that's why I can style here. Without it we can style here, but the style won't apply here because we have to link this file here, style.css. So it's actually in the same directory, so we don't have to give any other path. We just write the file name. But as we cover each and every topic, we will also you can say that we will cover relative paths here also. But for now, just it's a time waste. We are just covering the base. We can say we are just covering the knowledge that will apply in our projects. Okay. So here I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to set the margin to 0 and padding to 0, and again box sizing to border box. Now this is the reset of our CSS file, because you can say that every browser has its own default settings of giving it each and every element a padding and margin by default. So I'm giving the universal selector here. I'm saying that this is my universal selector that will select each and every element, and I'm saying that please set the margin to 0 and padding to 0 and box sizing to border box. Now box sizing is actually works like, you can say that if you change the padding or margin of any element, the width will hurt, the width will change because of padding and margins. So if you set the box sizing border box, so it will prevent from this frustration, you can say that. It will prevent for changing the width of when we change the padding. So actually this is the reset, and we should start our CSS file, our main CSS file, with these three lines. Okay, now here we created a file, we created a div with a class of box, and we are going to target it here. So let me place it here, and first of all I am going to open this file in my web browser. So as you can see, this is my border radius with the title border radius, and here is my C users, this is my name Absar, and then this is the desktop, it is on desktop, this is the border radius, is the folder name, and this is index.html is my file name. Now I'm going to cross it out, and inside my VS Code I'm going to set some width here, like let's suppose 200 pixel. You can set whatever you want. I'm giving it a fixed absolute units, so you can change it to EM or percentages or VH, or it's up to you. But for the just I'm giving you an example here, so just take you can say that absolute value. So with a height of, you can say, 300 pixel, and if I refresh here, nothing will happen because we have to give a background. By default the background color is transparent, so I'm going to give a background color to brown. And the cool feature of VS Code also is that if I hover on this color, you can see a color plate, and I can change it whatever color I want to set. So let's suppose I want to set this color like this one. So this color will apply. This is RGB value. You can change it to click here. This will convert into hexadecimal values. This will convert into HSL values, and I don't know what is the abbreviation of this HSL. Hue, saturation, and I don't know what is the word for L. So for now, just I'm giving it as RGB color, and these are actually the color values. You can change it whatever you want. Now if I refresh here, you can see this is the width of 200 and height of 300 pixels. Okay, now one more thing that I'm going to center this div, so you can see everything very easily. So I created a class with center, and I'm just putting this box div inside this center div. So this center div is a parent, or not parent, it's the parent of the box div. Now I'm going to select the center div here and display it as flex, and align items, or not align items, justify content it as center. Now if I refresh and give it a height also of 100 VH, and align items to center. Now as you can see, this is my simple box, okay, with a width of 200 pixel and height of 300 pixel. So this is a simple box, and you can see its corners are sharp, and if I don't want the sharp corners, how can I actually round these corners so it will react smoothly? So it's very simple. Inside my box class, this is actually my box that I'm going to target here inside my box class. And one more thing, you can target classes with dot, okay, not hash symbol. I'm write a period here, and then I wrote the class name, and then give it a width, height, and a background color. Now I'm going to give it a border radius here. So the border radius, I'm going to set it, it's totally up to you how much you want to make it rounded. If you increase the value, the more you increase the value, the more it becomes rounded, and the more you decrease the value, the less it becomes rounded. So I'm giving it 10 pixels, and once I refresh here, now you can see the borders are changing, the corners are changed, the corners are now rounded. And if I show you it in inspect element, and if I show you live example here, so this is my border radius, and if I increase it, you can see the border radius is changing. If I decrease it, now you can see the border radius is, the borders or the corners are decreasing in a rounded shape, and it becomes 0 is by default border radius. And if I start increasing it, you can see here that it is actually becoming more and more rounded and looking smooth. But I actually not prefer this this way, so I just use it something like about 5 pixels or 3 pixels are enough for making it a smooth box. You don't have to give a value like this. It will become very ugly, so you should not use it in this way. Okay, now the next thing is, there are a lot of other things, like you can target images. Okay, so here I don't have any image, so let's open this, sorry, not this folder. I have maybe image in this folder. So actually there are random items here available, so let me copy this. I don't know what is inside this image, so just for the sake of time, I have less time here. So this is our image. Don't stop when you are tired, stop when you are done. So it's a motivational quote, and actually I like motivational quotes. It helps to keep my productivity on top. So now this is my box class, and okay, first of all I'm going to get it from here and put it an image here. Okay, and set the image to giving a I'm going to give the path of image here in the src. If you don't know what is the tag of image and how is our src is working and whatever. Okay, one more thing, that I just closed my web browser, so I'm going to open it again, paste it here. Yeah, now you can see this is my image, and you can see this is a very big image. So first of all, I'm going here and target this image. So this image is in center class. Okay, and I'm going to target this image with us very specifically. So actually this is a CSS combinator I'm applying here. I'm telling the browser to select that image that is inside the center class. Now you can also do this way, but it will select all images. If you don't want to select all images, if you just want to select the images that is coming inside the center, then just only give the center here and then just write the image here. Okay, now I'm going to give it a width here. Again, I'm going to give it a width here of, let's suppose, 300 pixels. And if I refresh here, now you can see this is our image. Yeah, it's pretty small, but it's our image. Now its borders or corners are very sharp. Okay, and if you want to change its sharpness, you can again simply write border radius. Okay, and whatever you want to give it, like if I give it a 20 pixel here, and if I refresh, now you can see the borders of my image is changed, the corners is changed, so the corners are looking smooth. Now one more thing that I want to tell you, you can actually make circles with your border radius. Yes, you can actually make circles with your border radius. So let me again delete it from here and select it this for this item here. So this is my box. Okay, now I'm going to my style.css file, and I'm just removing it from here. Now this is my box class, and I'm going to give a same width and height, so it will become square. Yeah, now it's a square. Okay, so its height and width are same, so it becomes a square. Now if I change it to 50%, now it will become a circle. How cool it is. Now you can make a circle, you can draw a circle, you can show your everybody that I can draw a circle. Can you? In HTML, in CSS. Now this is actually the power of border radius. You can also create other cool things with this border radius. So if I again refresh from here, and if I just want to target the specific corner, like if I just want to target this corner, how can I target this? Yeah, it's very simple. So inside a box, I just commented this border radius. I'm going to write a border. Then there are other options like border bottom left radius, border top left radius. So I will select this one. So what is the meaning of border top left radius? It's very simple. You just have to remember the center or the middle two words, top left. So this is our top, and this is our left side. So it will select this one, top left. So it is the top left corner. So it will select this corner, and if I set it to, let's suppose 50%, and if I refresh it here, now you can see it will look like something this. Yeah, it's pretty nice, looking good, and you can actually make a lot of things. It's totally based on your creativity. If I just again select a border here, and if I want to select this one, now this is the top and this is the right. I can say that top, then dash, then right radius, border top right radius. And if I actually want to make it as 50%, and if I refresh it here, now you can see this. Yeah, it's looking cool. Now if I want to target this one, what is the how can I target this one? Actually, this is our bottom and this is our right side. So bottom right, I can say that border bottom right radius. Yeah, am I right? Let me check it here. Border bottom right radius, and set it to 50%. Now if I refresh, and now it's something looks like anybody want to speak, and you can just place it there and show that it is thinking like this one. You can say, you can actually be more creative than this. Yeah, you can actually draw a circle inside this circle and make a face of a sparrow, or it's totally up to you. You can actually play with it. So it's a real fun. Okay, maybe let me try it here for you only. So inner, I can say inner box, or I can say I. It's actually looking good word here, I, and I can target it here, dot I, and I am going to target it with a width. With, I can say that width is 50 pixel, because I will not be very large. Okay, and height also 50 pixel, because I'm going to make it a circle and a background color white. Now if I refresh, you can see this is our actual, but it is actually covering, it is actually here. And if I show you what is happening, if I change the body background color, so you can see the real, actually it is a square. Now if I refresh, this is actually the square, and 50 pixel is very big maybe, but for now, okay. One more thing that I can say is border radius and set it to 50%. Now if I refresh, it's become an eye. Yeah, it looked like an eye. Okay, I'm going to set it the position here. And if you don't know about positions, I created a video on positions with a very good understanding, so you can watch that video. If you are accessing the CSS playlist and if you are watching each and every video in order, so you can actually, I can say that you can understand everything here, what I'm saying, what is flexbox, what is central line items, each and everything is very simple, but you have to take small step to achieve your journey. That's the thing that I want to tell you. Now if I refresh, nothing will happen again. But one more thing, that where is my div box? Yeah, and I'm going to set it a position here also with relative 1, so this I will work accordingly to the box container. If I refresh, now I can say that bottom or bottom set to 0. If I refresh, it is here. I can say 10 pixel away. No, 10 pixel, 40 pixel away. So it is here. Yeah, you can say 60 pixels away. Now that's good. And from the left, set it to let's post 15 pixel. And if I refresh, now you can see this is the I know this is not that real sparrow, but actually you can say this is our sparrow, and this is the eye, and this is its face. So you can actually create much more with this. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. So this is the power that you can create with border radius. So actually you can do a lot of things with border radius. Now time to do with some shorthand, learn some shorthand properties. Actually you don't have to every time write very lengthy codes, because you should follow the principle DRY, dry. So don't be a dry, okay? Don't act like a dry. Actually don't repeat yourself. So it's a principle, or will start people in coding. Okay, so I actually teach a lot of students, and I'm teaching them don't repeat your code, don't repeat lines. You should use loops there. You can actually be more creative. So in CSS, again, I'm going to show you how we can actually get rid from these 3 lines and make it in just one line, one single line. Yeah, are you excited? So let's do it. First of all, I'm going to cut it out from here. Now if I refresh it here, you can see it's actually looking like this. Now I'm again going to select this and this one and set it to 50%, but in one line only. Yeah, I'm saying that in one line only. So the order is very important here. I'm going to set a border radius here again, not border bottom, actually border radius. Oh no, I'm spelling it wrong. That's why it's giving me wrong suggestions. So this is my I'm going to set it like 50%. The first one is actually the top. Yeah, this is the first one, and the top left. First one is the top left corner. The second one will be the top right corner. So I'm going to give it a 50%. If I refresh, okay, it's actually not working. Okay, I will tell you why it is not working, but it will work if I give again the 50% here. Okay, let me check it why it is not working. Okay, one more thing, I have to specifically tell the browser to make it to make the last value, that the last value is here, and that one, the first one is top left, then the second one is top right, then the third one is bottom right, am I right, bottom right, and the fourth one is bottom left. So bottom left is here, and I'm setting it to 0. You do not have to use percent here, because 0 you can use 0 number without any unit. So in the previous video about CSS units, you can actually learn how we can use units, where we should use percentages, where we should use EM or REM or pixels. So I tell each and everything in very deeply, so you should watch that video also. Now if I refresh, now you can see actually it is working. So actually this is the one line. If you change here something here, so actually this is our top left and this is our top right, so this will affect. Yeah, if I refresh, now you can see this is affecting. So you can be more creative with this. You can actually make many more things, like if I set it to 0 again, with percentage or without percentage, it will work same. Now it's looking like a leaf. Okay, it's look like a leaf. Okay, so you can do much more things with it. And other thing that while learning your this is known as shorthand property, and here we are actually, you can say that this is we are applying the principle of don't repeat yourself here. Okay, now if I just write 3 values and if I refresh, nothing is changed again. Now why it is working like this? So I'm going to tell you here the reason. So the first value, the top left corner, and the first value is actually applying on the top left corner, that is this one, and second value, actually I'm actually forgot what I want to say that. So this is our first value. Yeah, so the first value applies on the top left corner. Second value applies on the top right corner, that is this one. So I just said that this is my first value, set it to 50%. This is my second value, set it to 0. Here it is fine. Now I'm actually the second value is, if I just give 3 values here, now the second value is actually targeting another value also. The second value is actually targeting another corner also, you can say. So the second value is applying on the top right corner and the bottom left corner. So this is our top right corner and this is our bottom left corner. So I am setting it to 0. So that's why you can see the sharpness here, not a smoothness. Okay, and the third will apply on the, as usual, bottom right corner. So this is our bottom and this is our right. So actually I'm setting 50% from top, then 0 from 50% top left, then 0 from 0 is applying on top right and bottom left. Yeah, and the third one is applying on the bottom right. So actually it's not that difficult. You can play around with it. If I just click on inspect and if I show you here, what if I just increase the first value, so it will only affect this one. Now if I change this value, if I set it to percent here, a percent here, and if I again changing here, now you can see the both corners are affecting at the same time. So actually the second value is important here. The second value is targeting two corners. It is targeting this corner and this corner in the diagonally in cross. Okay, it is not targeting like first two corners or second two corners. It is targeting in cross way, in cross axis. It's targeting in diagonally here. So it is targeting like, if I increase this, you can see the change. It is decreasing both corners at the same time. Now if I change the third one, so it will react as usual. Okay, so you can create, so it's looking like a hat, okay, a hat of a girl. So actually you can create much more things with it. So we learned about shorthand with 4 properties and with 3 properties. Now if I only give 2 properties, what is going to happen? So now the first value applies on the top left and bottom right corner, and the second value apply on the top right and bottom left corner. Yeah, I can show you. So it looks like this. Again it is becoming more shorter, and again it looks like the same. But how it is working? So actually here the top, now if I give the 50% and 0, I want to say that if I just put the 2 values here, if I just put in border radius 2 values, now how will it work? How actually it will work? So it will work if the first argument, you can say the first parameter, you can say the first number will target this corner and in diagonally this corner, and the second one is targeting this one and this one. But if I give here again a 50 or you can say 30%, so you can see a difference. So now it will only change, the 50% will here only change here but not here, because we are giving it a specific value here also. So now if I refresh, you can see a change here. It is 30%, it is 50%. Now if I again set it to 50%, it will react same. Okay, so we learned as in the previous example. So now if I refresh, it will again work same, because now I am giving a 2 values here, and you can see that the first one is targeting the top left corner, and actually it's targeting the second corner also. The second corner is bottom right corner. Am I right? Yeah. And the second value, this 0, is applying on this corner, and this corner is top right corner, and this one is bottom left corner, so it is applying on this. So actually you can create a lot of things. You can actually create a full human being with it. Yeah, isn't it funny? Okay, now one more thing is actually what else you can do with border radius. You can give here one value like 50%. So now this 50% is applying on each and every corner, so it will react like a circle. Haha, that is the thing that I want to show you here. So you can create a pendulum effect here with the animations of CSS, but we will cover animations of CSS. We will do much great things with CSS animations, so don't worry. But for now, just practice on this concept, because it's very important. Okay, you can actually do a lot of things with it, but it's very super duper important. That's why I prefer to watch this video one more time after watching it. Okay, so this is the thing. and I hope everything is covered in this tutorial. And if you have any query regarding to this tutorial, if you have any query regarding to other tutorial, if you have any query regarding to this topic that I just not covered here, but actually I covered everything here, but if you have any other also, so you can ask me there, you can ask me in the comment box. Actually, one more thing that maybe I'm missing, and that one is, actually I'm just thinking too much here in my mind. You can say that's 30%, 50% divided by 20%. I'm just giving it a random values, 50% and 60%. So it will work very differently like this. Yeah, so we can create very different effects. Actually, I don't know what is the calculations are here. So what I usually can do here, I just open the Google Developer Tools and I just select this item that I just want to target. Now if I want to make a custom shape, I can create a custom shape. Like here I just change it very customization, give it different, make it a very different. Okay, so it is not, it's just an abstract shape, you can say. So here I'm also selecting it this way, so it's an, you can say that abstract shape. Now you can change its opacity to very, you can set its opacity very little to let's suppose 20% of opacity here, and then you can set a image of your profile picture here, whatever you want to do with this, it's totally up to you. But be creative, look outside the box, think outside the box. Okay, so that is the way, that's the way you can learn, you can achieve your goals. Okay, and I really very respect your goals, that's why I'm creating this stuff. And be very practical. I'm actually preparing it. Actually I know everything about web development, not everything, but I'm also a professional, but I prepare a lecture for you so you can learn each and every concept about web development. So that is the way. Actually web development is a very it's like just like a sea. It's with the passage of time, day by day, it's increasing. The technologies are becoming more powerful. There are a lot of requirements are here. In the previous times, in all times, there are no knowledge of responsive designs, but now we have to create responsive design. We have to learn media queries, we have to learn Flexbox, we have to learn a lot of things. We have to learn different frameworks like Bootstrap, like Tailwind, and a lot of things. We have to learn React, we have to learn a lot of things. So we just not stick with this, only this one thing like CSS. We have to learn each and everything to become more professional. So that's why I'm telling you, I respect your goals. So you should watch it again if you are very interesting, or if you are really very serious. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you are getting motivation from this channel. And once more time, once again, thank you very much, thanks again, and I love you guys, and you are actually my family. So to be very honest, please share this content so each and everyone can benefit from here. And if anybody want to learn web development for free, you can suggest this channel. I will surely upload every course, each and every course there here, so you can actually do much more things with it. So for now, this is okay, this is the thing that I want to tell you. This is everything about border radius, and I know that my videos are well lengthy, but I covered very deep concepts. So with very you can say that very easy words I'm using in English, very easy words, so each and everyone can understand it, whether it is a native person or whether it is someone from another place that is just know about English but not professional. So that's why I'm not using idioms here or stuff like that. That's why I'm just talking you with very easy, talking you in very easy forms, in very easy words. So one more advice that I want to give you: be creative, and thanks for watching.